Good evening and welcome to Up Close. I'll be your host for this evening. My name is Andrew West, and tonight we'll be discussing Nazi superweapons. The development of jet engines, radar, guided missiles, these all occurred under the Third Reich. The development of the Messerschmitt 262 with jet engines was the first operational jet. The understanding of genetics, the splitting of the atom occurred in England under Ernst Rutherford. It is widely debated whether the Third Reich had a nuclear program, although it appears they were experimenting with this type of technology. The V-1 was the first cruise missile. The V-2, which was developed by Wernher von Braun, was the predecessor to the United States Saturn V. Von Braun was actually brought to the United States under a program called Operation Paperclip to work for NASA. And the V-3, which was known as the Paris gun, was one of the first long-range missiles. The development of a program called the Bell is still debated, but appears to be a type of anti-gravity device. The Horten Brothers Aircraft Corporation developed the HO-229, which was the first stealth aircraft. The HO-229 was a duplicate of the United States Flying Wing developed by Jack Northrop. Years later, the B-2 stealth bomber would be an exact replica also. The Panzer tank was also a revolutionary design, although it does appear to have been somewhat underpowered. There are very few periods in history where these types of leaps in technology have been witnessed. The Sumerian culture or civilization is one of them. Writing was suddenly developed. Massive irrigation programs and public works programs, these are all signs of an advanced civilization. The Nazis and Germans of the Third Reich felt that they were the descendants of Atlantis. Maybe this is possibly true. Is it possible that there was some type of contact? This is not out of the question. This claim is somewhat outrageous, though, and probably not true. The Lebensborn program, although not having to do with technology, is another interesting fact of the Third Reich. SS officers were allowed to be married and also have mistresses to perpetuate the Aryan species. This all does come back to a somewhat advanced knowledge of genetics. Still, the Germans did build on a huge scale and of very advanced technology, which had never been seen before. The Third Reich faced several tremendous problems, though. Having a war on two fronts, not developing a large long-range bomber, and the abandonment of the atomic bomb program. These all contributed to the Third Reich's defeat, and also their invasion of Russia. They simply could not handle the intensity of the Russian winters. The German rocket facility at Peenemünde consistently turned out V-2 weapons. The Hindenburg also was an incredible device. This was the largest man-made object ever placed in the air to this day. That's the end of our program for this evening. I'm Andrew West, and this is Up Close. Thank you for viewing, and have a good evening.